the British tech tree as a whole has some really weird vehicles, and one thing I find very funny is the two British tech tree tank destroyers, the FV4005B and FV4005, are both the deadliest tanks in the game, without a doubt. The 183 has a massive 183mm armament that can deal 1,300 damage in a single penetrating shell, which is ridiculous. But it has massive downsides. You have terrible mobility, no camouflage, worthless armor, and the gun is incredibly inaccurate where you rarely hit your shells. In the other hand, the 4005 is actually a workable vehicle. Sure, it still has absolutely no armor. In fact, its turret is 14mm thick on the front, sides, and rear. So, literally no armor on the turret. But thankfully, you do run a provision called Spaliner, which makes it that 20% of the damage you receive is actually mitigated, which is great. But as well, on consumables, you can make this vehicle even deadlier. Now, I used to only run improved engine power boost on the vehicle, which made you go 40% faster on engine power, 10 kilometers per hour in reverse, and 5 forwards. But what I never ran was this shell reload boost. I don't know why I didn't run it, but oh mama. In today's video, you're going to be seeing just how deadly the 4005 can be when you do click this little shell reload boost button. So yeah, let's get into a replay. Now what I'll tell you before I actually get into the replay is how my teams have been today. I'm sitting at a 25% win rate for the 4 battles in this vehicle with 4,300 average damage. Yeah, if that doesn't tell you how my teams are today, then I don't know what will. That's just one of the massive downsides of a vehicle that has very little armor, is the fact that you have very little armor. So you can't really push heavies. Now you can in this tank because of your gun, but once you get in a situation that you can't get out of, and you're going to see that happen at the end of the game, it's a loss. And that's just the sad part about the 4005 and glass cannons, especially because you'll see what my E100 does the entire battle. So what does the enemy team have? They got an E100, FV4005B183, Grill 15, E5, Emil2, Hori, and as well a 54E1. Now, not all those tanks are super deadly. I mean, the 54E1 is just going to be an easy piece of cake to rip apart. So I'm using my speed boost instantly to get up through the aggressive spot, get in the position, and we're going to see just exactly what we can do. So here we are. We're looking over base B. I love this spot. The 4005 has a semi-traversable turret, 90 degrees to the right and 90 degrees to the left. It's more than the 183, and it's also the same as the E4. It makes it very flexible. And there you go, our first contender has popped up. Now, sadly, that shell just goes right into his turret, but hits the angled part. But hey, there's one shell into the 54E1, and lead the second shell. Boom, a second shell in. That's 1,000 hit points. 2 shots, 1,000 hit points. That is insane. Now, the 183, yeah, it can do that, but imagine if I'd penned that first shell. That would have been 1,300 damage. So already, the enemy team is down 1 full health vehicle. And I've already got my clip loaded. I mean, it's insane how quick this reload is. But I'm just kind of thinking, what do I want to do? Well, we might as well fire a shell at the Hori. If it hits, then oh well. And, well, yeah, we did just hit. We also got a max roll on that second shot there. So now we've gotten 4 shells out and 2,000 damage dealt. Just in the beginning of this game. I mean, that's just how quickly you can rip out damage in the 4005. But you'll notice that my E100 is camping, which is just a wonderful note, because that E100 should be up there. That 50B might have been alive, but because of that, nope, the E100 is back here, and you're going to see it gets worse as time goes on. So hopefully the 704, oh, he bounces the Hori. Well, that's not good. But this is where I put on my shell reload boost. There you go. Yeah, that was just like 1,400 hit points we took off of that E100 in a matter of 4.2 seconds. Yep, we're at 3,300 damage now. I mean, 3,300 damage is a good amount of damage on any day for a battle, but that's just the beginning of our damage this game. So we're going to see what we can continue doing. E100 thankfully does pen the enemy E100, and at this moment I'm thinking, well, what do I want to do? I could try and shoot this guy, but ooh, chances of that hitting are really slim. Well, I'll wait. Yep, there you go. Flies perfectly into the E100 turret. I really needed that to happen, but it did. So now we got the Emil2, easy shot into the side of his turret. And we're going to load in a premium shell. Oh, it bounces again. What is up with this Emil2 and his armor? If the shells that I've actually fired at his vehicle hit, we probably would have pat him down to a one-shot at this point. So that really sucks. So finally, our E100 puts on speed boost. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. And hopefully he does something. We've got the Hori over here, and I'm going to try and finish off this Hori. Here we go. Aiming and fire. I knew I had to snap that shell, because if I didn't, then I probably would have been hit. So I finish off the Hori. The C100 is needing the push-up. I don't know why he doesn't, but he really needs to. But in 5 more seconds left, we get our shell reload boost back again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my speed boost as soon as I saw the C5 fire, get past this object 704, and here we go. In 4 seconds, watch this guy's health go away. He was full health, 467, 471, and 449, and just with a single shot from the U100, that player's now down to 236 hit points. I mean, that's insane. We are up to 5,000 damage dealt. You couldn't do this in any other tier 10 vehicle. Even if it was an E4, even if it was at Grill 15, you could not have dealt the amount of damage I've dealt in this game. So we're aiming at this 183, and shell just misses. I mean, I could have waited a bit longer for it to aim in, but that was just some really bad luck there. But here we go. 2 easy shots into the 183. Now we're up to 6,300 damage in this game. That's pretty insane when you think about it. 6,300 damage. So really at this moment, I've got a couple decisions in my mind. I need to clear that Emil. That is what's going through my mind. I got enough health to trade shots. I have a quicker intra clip, so I can kill him. And I will get away with the kill because my average damage is around 1,300 and the Emil has 1,200 health. Because I know for a fact my U100 is not going to do anything if they push on us. So, yeah, right now, I'm going to push up. Now, in retrospect, I should have just stayed back because my U100 just camped the entire game. But there's the Emil 2. And this is where bad things happen. So the Emil 2's here. I'm like, alright, we're going to push up on his vehicle. Alright, so we know the 183 is over towards base A. We know that the grill was spotted somewhere towards A as well, but I can't tell you where he was last seen. So right now, I'm just hoping maybe I'm going to be able to get speed boost back, rush this Emil, and clear him, but I'm worried about that 183, so I'm just going to try and get this guy shot. Here we go. There's one shell into the Emil. There's the 183, so I'm going to back up. Let's get a second shell into his tank, and with that, well, not bad. I mean, we're up to 7,000 damage dealt, but I tried pulling forward, but I couldn't have done anything in that situation. Girl pulls off to my side, and that was it. That's the end of my vehicle. And the Emil 2 finishes off the object, 704. And oh boy, you'll never guess who's basically full health doing nothing. Yep, our E100. If only this guy had actually pushed up at the beginning of this game and the end of this game. It could have been a very, very different battle. That girl is a one-shot, and it just needed one spot. So, yeah, that's pretty infuriating. But you'll just see what this guy does. I'm not even going to say much. You'll just see what he does at the end of this battle. So, yeah, this was a 7,300 damage defeat. I mean, this is what irritates me about Blitz is that it's just when you run a tank destroyer like the 4005 and then you get a teammate like this, yeah, your entire battle can be ruined. You can see I was mad in chat. I was really mad. I mean, I could have easily dealt 8,000, maybe even 9,000 damage in this game if the cards had been played right. But because I had one single E100 that didn't want to use his hit points, we lost the game. So, yeah, not a great battle. Now, my whole team wasn't great. I mean, my 57 Heavy drove up mid-hill, and he wasn't a bad player. But driving up mid-hill in a 57 Heavy, I don't know why you do that. You have no turn armor, and yeah, you really need turn armor to work the hill. So, yeah, this whole team fell apart. Our S704 managed to do 0 damage. So, it's just disappointing how I tried my best, and we still fell apart. But that's Blitz for you. That's Blitz in a nutshell. It doesn't matter how good you are sometimes, you're going to lose battles. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I just wanted to showcase the 4005 and why it's so deadly. And I really haven't been running this consumable on the tank, but I will be now. Man, is that consumable deadly. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.